getting some Instant Pot prep on for making easy snacking and school lunches for this first back to school week. Hey guys, my name is Vanessa and today I'm going to be using my Instant Pot to do some meal prep for the kids. They are officially back at school and I definitely like to stay ahead of the game and have some breakfast items, lunch items, and some snacks ready to go. So I'm going to be sharing 3 recipes today that can be used for any of those. So let's get right into them. First up, we're going to make some strawberry jam in our Instant Pot, and this is going to be perfect for either in the morning on waffles or for lunch with some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. For this recipe, I am using some frozen strawberries. I've got 2 10-ounce bags here, and I'm only going to use about half of the second bag. Then I'm going to need just a little bit, a pinch maybe, of some salt. I'm opting for the Himalayan pink salt, a 1/4 cup of maple syrup, and 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. In the Instant Pot, I'm going to put the strawberries, just a little bit of the salt, and a 1/4 cup of the maple syrup. Close your lid. Make sure it is sealing, not venting. And I am going to press my manual button, which automatically puts my pot on high pressure, but you, depending on the pot that you have, whatever button your pot needs to be to get it to high pressure. And then I am going to go all the way down to just 1 minute. Now it is going to take maybe about 10 minutes to come to pressure, so it should be about 11 minutes total before it's done. Once the 1 minute timer goes off, your Instant Pot will automatically go to keep warm, and I am going to let it stay here, which means I'm going to do a natural release for 10 minutes. This timer will count up to 10, and then I will release the rest of the pressure. If I were to release the pressure now, red goo might start going out. So I am going to let it sit, start cooling down, and let the pressure release a little bit naturally on its own for 10 minutes. 10 minutes are up. I'm going to release the rest of the pressure. And that was long enough where all the pressure released on its own. So we can open this up. So I'm going to press cancel. This turns the Instant Pot off. However, we are not done. I'm going to now press the saute button. And I'm not going to worry about the time on here. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of the chia seeds and mix this up. And because the bottom of the pot is hot, since it is on saute, I am going to keep stirring. I don't want it to stick or burn to the bottom, but I'm just going to stir as I'm kind of mushing up the strawberries until the sauce starts to thicken. Okay, about 5 minutes later, and my jam is ready. So we can now turn our Instant Pot off completely. So I don't want the jam to cook any longer. However, the pot is still extremely hot. So I am using oven mitts to take it out, and so I can get it poured into my container. I am going to dirty another dish just to make it easier and pour the jam into this right here because it does have a spout and it's going to make it easier to pour it out. So I'm going to get all of this out. It smells really good. So I'm going to pour my strawberry jam into this jar. I actually picked this up at Walmart. It is from the Pioneer Woman line. I will have them linked down below just in case you guys like them as much as I do. And they also have little stickers. If you wanted to, you could label your jars as well. So I'm just going to pour my jam into the jar. Oops. And I'll clean up any spills afterwards. The spout is not working as well as I thought it would, but that's okay. It's still doing a lot better than pouring it straight from the Instant Pot. And there we have it. This is still pretty hot. So I put the lid on and I'm going to set this in my refrigerator and let it cool. And as it cools, it will thicken up a little bit more. And then we have this for, it'll last about up to 2 weeks in the refrigerator. Since I didn't can it or anything like that, it's just in the jar, so about 2 weeks. And this will be perfect for, like I mentioned, in the morning with waffles or as a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for the kids. Next up, we are going to make some peanut butter granola bars. So this is my first time ever making granola bars. I've made various jams before, but I'm really excited and hopefully the kids like this one. So for this recipe, I am going to be using some avocado oil, your peanut butter of choice. I'm using this Nutso Power Fuel, some maple syrup, quick oats. You want to make sure you get the quick oats. Some salt, I'm going to be using Himalayan pink salt, and then raw pumpkin seeds and some craisins. So first we are going to mix all of the ingredients together in a bowl. 1 cup of the quick oats, 1/3 cup of the syrup, 1/2 cup of the peanut butter, 1 tablespoon of the oil, 1/4 teaspoon of the salt. We're going to mix these ingredients together before adding the last 2. Once you've got that all mixed up, now you're going to add 1/2 cup of the pumpkin seeds and 1/3 cup of the craisins, and just fold those into the mix. So for this recipe, I am using a small pan with high sides that easily fits inside my Instant Pot. I received this off of Amazon, so I will go ahead and have it linked down below. It's actually a 2-tiered one, and I love being able to use the pans for cooking other things inside my pot. So I did go ahead and line it with some parchment paper just to help the granola bars not stick to the bottom. And now we're just going to get our mixture into the bottom of this pan and flatten it out as best as you can. Once you've got it all nice and even and flattened out, you are going to want to cover this. So you can use an upside down plate that is safe for the Instant Pot, or you can use more parchment paper. My little set that this came with did come with a cover, so I'm going to be putting the cover on it. And that just helps so the condensation does not get into and mess up or make your granola bars soggy. All right, time to cook. So we need 1 cup of water for the pot to come to pressure. We are going to want to use a trivet so the pan does not sit directly on the bottom. So now I can get my pan in, close the lid. As always, make sure it is sealing, not venting. My favorite button, the manual, which just puts my pot on high pressure. So I'm gonna cook it on high pressure, and I'm going to go up to 20 minutes. So again, my pot does have to come to pressure, which takes up to 10 minutes, so 30 minutes total. Time is up. My Instant Pot automatically goes to keep warm, and I am going to let the pressure release naturally for 10 minutes. So when this says 10 minutes, that's when I will check and see if there's any pressure left. I will switch it from sealing to venting and release any of the extra pressure before opening the lid. All right, so it has been sitting here for 10 minutes. It does still have some pressure left, so let's go ahead and release the rest of the pressure. Then we can open our lid. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my pan out of the pot. All right, pan is out. It is still extremely hot, and now I'm going to let it cool completely, which could take a little while. Once your granola has cooled completely, you're going to take it out and either cut it into bars. I kind of just pulled mine apart. I think I should have let it cool off just a little bit longer, but the kids are going to love these, just being able to pull them out and snack on them like this. So I tried a little bit, tastes very, very good. How you're gonna wanna store this is either wrap them individually in saran wrap or anything like that. I am opting to put it into a container. I'm gonna put the lid on, and then this will keep in the fridge for up to 2 weeks. And the last thing we are going to prep today is some hummus, and I'm really excited to give this a try. So of course, again, using the Instant Pot, I have some dried garbanzo beans right here. I'm gonna be using some cumin, garlic, lemon juice, black pepper, salt, tahini, and then you are going to need water for the Instant Pot. So in my Instant Pot, I'm going to put 1 cup of the beans and 3 cups of water. Close your lid. Make sure it is sealing, not venting. And this one takes a while. So we are going to press the manual button, but we're gonna go up to 50 minutes. So when it comes to pressure, which again is gonna take about 10 minutes, it should be an hour total. Once your time is up, leave it on keep warm and let the pressure release naturally for 20 minutes. 20 minutes are up, so we are going to release the rest of the pressure. Take the lid off. And now you're going to strain your beans, get all the water out of there. Now it's time to mix up the hummus. So you could put this back in your Instant Pot and use an immersion blender or anything like that, but I am opting to use my Instant Pot Ace blender. So I'm just going to put my beans in the blender. And you can see they are still very, very hot. To our blender, we're gonna add 1/2 cup of water, 1/4 cup of tahini, a teaspoon of minced garlic. My seasonings, I have a teaspoon of pepper, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of cumin powder. And lastly, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Once you've got all your ingredients in your blender, it's time to mix it all up. So for my Ace blender, I am just going to pulse this. That way I can keep an eye on it and get it to the consistency that I want. Okay, next time I am going to use my immersion blender just to get it mixed up better, but it smells and tastes very, very good. So I'm excited to have this prepped for the week. I just put it in a glass container. You can see there it made quite a lot. So I am going to cover it up, and then this will last in the fridge all week long. We can serve this up with celery and carrots is what I plan on doing with it this week. Okay, so I have some items meal prepped for the week. Now a quick tip. If I do not end up using that strawberry jam, all of it within 2 weeks, I can easily go ahead and prep some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and stick those in the freezer so the jam does not spoil. I don't have to worry about throwing it out or anything like that. I can save it and use all of it up. So little tip there, it does freeze very well inside a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So I hope you guys enjoy these recipes. If you want to see me make anything else in the Instant Pot, let me know that down below in the comment section. If you are new, I would love for you to subscribe and join my community. Hit that thumbs up button if you love using your Instant Pot, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.